Vera, Catholics and Protestants, North and South, Loyalists and Nationalists, created a new chapter in Irish history today on the steps of the GPO. We were united for once. Hundreds of years the British government, the Irish government and Sinn Féin talked about unity, never created it. Today is a landmark in the new chapter of the new Ireland in history. People from the 32 counties of Ireland came together with one cause and one purpose to unite. We both agree that Islam has no place in Irish society. We both agree that we have to stop these unvetted male migrants coming into our country. Initially, when I organised this protest, I knew quite confidently I had the backing of 100 people to come into the Dáil today to dissolve the Dáil. But never in my wildest dreams did I think 1,000 people would show up on a Tuesday to come in solidarity as patriots of Éire who were disillusioned by this Irish cobbled together government. We had some amazing speakers today. Speakers spoke from the heart of their own experiences, and you know, history will remember today, 109 years on from the East Rising. We had the reincarnation of Countess Markievicz, who read out our constitution, and it was a remarkable day. And you know, the best thing was people got out of their cars, their taxis, their cars when they knew what we were protesting against, this Irish cobbled together government and the corruption they've inflicted on the Irish people. We marched all the way up O'Connell Street, around the Rotunda Hospital and down again O'Connell Street and on to Kildare Street to Leinster House. You know, people were very angry at this government. You know, we stood at the gates of the Dáil and shouted in, "Cowards come out, traitors come out." Yet none of them had the courage to come out and face us. But to be fair, one man that stood out today was Garda Ronan, who was a mediator on both sides, I believe. You know, he allowed me permission to go inside the gates of Dáil Éire and hand the captain of Leinster House, along with the superintendent in the background of Leinster House. What a speech, what I had written, that, you know, hoping that we were going to get into the Dáil to speak in the Dáil chambers. And I'm just going to read out the speech I made, and this now has proven a stepping stone in Irish history, because this is now going to be on the Dáil record. So I'm just going to share with you what speech I wrote. Ceann Comhairle, members of Dáil and the Seanad. I stand here today not as a politician, but as a daughter of Ireland, and as a voice for thousands who have no voice in these chambers. I stand on behalf of 16,000 Irish men, women and children sleeping in hotel rooms, tents, cars and doorways, while governments provides homes, services and entitlements to outsiders first. This is a national disgrace. I stand for a lost generation of young Irish people who cannot afford to buy a home, to rent or even dream of raising a family in the land their grandparents built. They are immigrating in their thousands while their own country is sold out from under them. I stand for children with disabilities who are awaiting months and years for basic therapies, while billions are spent on vanity projects and international commitments. I speak for families waiting years for surgeries, scans and life-saving treatment, while we are told the health system is under pressure. Yes, under pressure from the failure of leadership, under pressure from the mismanagement, under pressure from overreach and imported demand. I speak for those who died alone in nursing homes during lockdowns, and I speak for families now living with excessive deaths, many of which are serious questions that have been buried by the media silence, HSE stonewalling and government complicity. We are here to call out what no one in this chamber will dare say, that there is a COVID vaccine cover-up in this country, that there are over 10,000 abortions a year in a nation that once cherished life, that our constitution is being ignored, twisted and replaced by policies dictated not by the Irish people but by the global forces we have never elected, that the 2024 general elections were rigged and our movement has legal proceedings in the High Court to prove it, that Ireland is no longer government, it is managed in betrayal of the Republic proclaimed on Easter week 1916. Let me be clear, the Irish government was established by the Irish people and it can only be disestablished by the Irish people. What we demand is not a rebellion, it's restoration. Restoration of truth, restoration of faith, restoration of Irish sovereignty for the Irish people first. Today, on July the 8th, 2025, we declare that the Dáil no longer holds the confidence of the people. You have failed in your most sacred duty to serve your people. You locked us out, you laughed at us, you labelled us, you silenced us. But today we are here, inside this house, not because of your permission, but because of our right. We are invoking Bunrach Nahéirn, not to destroy the nation, but to rebuild it. We demand a national citizens' army, not chosen by you, but elected by the people, to begin drafting a new Irish constitution that protects Irish housing for Irish people, Irish land for Irish ownership, Irish values, faith and heritage, Irish lives from the unborn to the elderly, and most of all, truth and accountability in public life. Let this day be remembered in history, the day when Irish people, north and south, Protestant, Catholics, Loyalists, Nationalists, returned to their parliament and reminded those in power that they are not the masters, but the servants. And if you ignore this cry, let it echo louder still. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of a new Ireland, an Ireland reborn, the image of her people, by the will of God and by the consent of the Governor, no longer given. Gurav Míle Maithidh, Chucky our law, and that day is today. Signed, Michelle Keane, on behalf of the citizens of Ireland. Gurav Míle Maithidh.